Welcome to battle number 2 of week number 6 of the FNF Victory Road Draft League Season 3. This is going to be a replay recording, as this battle has already happened, and this battle is between Kiwi and 3 Wishes versus Pharaoh and Prism Armory Reforged. The Mega Pokemon in this battle are Mega Pidgeot and Mega Bayonet respectively, and then we have Z Any Shaman and Z Any Araquanid respectively. So taking a look at these teams, I think that it's actually pretty interesting that Pharaoh brought 3 water types all to the same battle, so Typhlosion might not have the most fun time. Jirachi actually might have trouble too because it can't use Iron Head as effectively, so it's going to depend on what set Jirachi is running for sure. I do believe it gets Energy Ball, and Psychic could help with Toxapex. Shaman looks particularly strong in this one, not being really hurt by a lot of things, and being able to take on Kartana in the 1v1 as well. So, interesting there. We do see Mega Pidgeot as well. So, some offense coming from Kiwi. It's definitely going to depend what he goes for with his Z Crystals too, with Shaman. If he's running Z Celebrate, for example. And on Pharaoh's team, he has a little bit more bulky offense, but he does have some strong offensive threats like Kartana. Araquanid's going to be really interesting, especially if it sets up webs, but he does have to be careful because Stakataka Gyro Ball, boosted by those webs, is going to be pretty scary for him. Although he does have a lot of water types, so maybe not that scary. It does look like Mega Bayonet could be really useful, especially versus Jirachi, stopping it from doing its shenanigans, especially with Prankster. So I'm curious to see how this goes. In terms of leads, I'm going to guess that we see Mega Pidgeot and Araquanid. Alright, let's begin. Okay, so the battle has begun, and we see Shujin, the Mega Pidgeot, and Europa, the Araquanid. Cool, I guess right. Mega Pidgeot is going to stay in and go for that Hurricane. Does huge damage to Europa, whose special defense stat is pretty big, but it's going to still take massive damage, and that second Hurricane takes down Europa, and the score is 6-5, but the Sticky Web is up. Peepa Parva, the Seismitoad comes out, but the Defog is going to remove those webs, so Araquanid kind of just wasn't able to do anything there. So that Poison Touched Ice Punch is going to bring Shujin down into 21%, and there's a Protect. Shujin trying to pivot out with the U-turn. It's not going to work, and Shujin now at 9%. It can only take one more turn of poison damage. Delirium, the Toxapex, comes in, and there's the U-turn. Shujin is going to successfully switch out into Hope, the Jirachi. Hope facing Delirium, both at 100%. And now that Zen Headbutt's going to do big damage, 42% to Toxapex. The knockoff is going to remove leftovers from Hope. So Hope is going to have to rely on Wish if it wants to recover. And in comes Photomancer, the Necrozma, and there's that Zen Headbutt again being resisted by Necrozma, only doing 14%. The U-turn doing 25%, switching out into Sempiternal. Sempiternal, the Guzzlord. Photomancer going for the Calm Mind, but the Heat Wave's not going to hit too hard because it's a Dragon type, and there's that Snarl bringing Photomancer's special attack down. Photomancer just going to take this opportunity to Morning Sun up, another Snarl, bringing a special attack down, so Photomancer probably not going to want to stay in. Indeed it doesn't. Peepa Parva comes in, the Seismitoad. Knockoff is going to do 30%, removing those leftovers. Peepa Parva really wants those leftovers. The Ice Punch is going to do big damage, 50%. It's a critical hit, which is surprising. The Draco Meteor does 54% to Peepa Parva. Score is still 6-5, but Hope the Jirachi comes in. There's the Ice Punch from Peepa Parva, not doing a lot to Hope, who's at 57%. Peepa Parva goes for the Protect, and Jirachi decides to go for Iron Head. Will that kill? Because it's resisted, it's at 16%. It looks like it does kill. The Iron Head takes down Peepa Parva despite its resistance and bulk. And Goromaki, the Kartana, comes in. Jirachi's going to switch out into Guzzlord, and Goromaki goes for the Night Slash. Not going to do a lot of damage to Guzzlord, but Guzzlord has to be careful for Sacred Sword. There it is. The Sacred Sword takes down Guzzlord, and there's that Beast Boost bringing Goromaki's attack up as well. Score is 5-4, and Myflosion, the Tough Flosion, comes out. Eruption's going to bring Goromaki down to 1%. The Psycho Cut's going to do 60% to Myflosion, who proceeds to Eruption again. I thought we were going to see a switch into Toxapex, but no. This Myflosion is definitely a choice card. In comes Toxapex now, and Jirachi comes out Hope with 57%. The Baneful Bunker is not going to work. Delirium now at 71%. And good boy, the Bayonet comes in Hope, putting up a Wish. Who does that Wish go for? It looks like it goes to Pidgeot. And good boy, Mega Evolves going for the Toxic, but it does not work because Pidgeot is already poisoned. And Shujin now at 52%. Toxapex comes in Delirium, taking that Hurricane. It does big damage, 69%, taking it down to 2% and also confusing it. Delirium's now at 8% and Shujin's at 39%, still taking some poison damage. But Delirium is able to successfully Baneful Bunker, which blocks that Hurricane. Shujin's still looking really scary though at 27% still, so it'll still take quite a few more turns of poison damage. Photomancer comes in though. It looks like Pharaoh does not want Toxapex to die. So Shujin now at 15%, and down goes Photomancer. Shujin at 2, I believe. Yeah, 2% with that poison damage. In comes Delirium, the Toxapex at 14%, and Jirachi's going to switch in to take whatever Delirium has, but Delirium goes for the Recover instead. Hope is now... oh, it doesn't have leftovers anymore, that's right. Delirium at 71%, going for the Liquidation. It's only going to do 20% though. Toxapex doesn't really hit that hard. So yeah, the Zen Headbutt's going to bring Toxapex down to 33%. There's another Liquidation bringing Hope down to 15%. But because of that Wish, Jirachi is very comfortable against Delirium right now. Delirium going for the Baneful Bunker. Will Hope Wish again though? Nope. It goes for the Zen Headbutt to take out Delirium. Delirium now at 45%. And there's the Zen Headbutt. It brings Delirium down to 6%. Another Recover. Delirium is trying to hang on versus Jirachi. I'm surprised we haven't seen any flinches, to be honest. The Wish goes up for Hope, and the Knockoff is going to do 21%. Hope's still hanging on pretty comfortably. Even without its leftovers, the Wish is enough for Delirium not to take it down. Hope at 72% now, and Ironhead didn't even flinch. I'm really surprised that we haven't seen any flinches from Jirachi yet. Wishes just keep going up. Delirium recovering. Both these Pokemon stuck in a stalemate. Zen Headbutt is going to hit Delirium. Still no flinch. And there's the defense drop from Liquidation. So in this 1v1, if there's no flinches, Delirium actually can be somewhat comfortable. The Zen Headbutt hits Delirium. Will we see the flinch this time? Still no flinch. The Knockoff does 32% now to Hope. But Delirium is in range of Zen Headbutt killing, and that's exactly what happens. Down Delirium goes to the Zen Headbutt, and Mega Bayonet is the last Pokemon to stand. Stakataka comes in, Blocky Balboa, taking that Shadow Sneak, which would otherwise have done big damage to Jirachi. The Toxic is not going to work because of the Steel typing, and Gyro Ball does big damage on Good Boy. Good Boy going for the Disable, which is going to prevent Gyro Ball from hitting. If it doesn't have another move, it can't take on Bayonet. Bayonet goes for the Destiny Bond, and there's the Earthquake. It's going to at least take down Blocky Balboa with it, making the differential a little bit less harsh. And the score is 4-0 in favor of Kiwi and 3 Wishes over Pharaoh and Prism Armory Reforged. I think that Kartana definitely was going to be really useful for Pharaoh. It was kind of tough considering Scarf Eruption and Mega Pidgeot. Excuse me. But yeah, that was definitely a really interesting match. Guzzlord was really useful as well. I don't know what Necrozma has in its arsenal that could hit Guzzlord. I don't think it gets any fairy moves, but I'm not sure. But yeah, really interesting battle. 4-0 score for Kiwi moving forward, and tune in for some more matches coming up of week 6. We have a lot more, so stick around. This is Noel from Hypno Slumber Party, and I'll see you then.